Good evening, good morning, good afternoon. Hello to everyone. Today, I don't even know I think today is September 4th. And it's now September and super excited. We've got a little bit of cooler weather moving in. We've been really, really hot, so it's kind of nice to have some cooling weather. So for this month, I'm going to be calling, for me personally, it is Step It Up September. I've got WIPs that I have here. We'll be going over that shortly. This month, I really want to work on my WIPs. These are the coloring books that I'm focusing in on right now. I have a haul that I'm waiting for one item. It should be here today, so I'm excited about that. Plans. I need to get myself organized. So that's what September is going to be about. And then inventory. I need to inventory to see what do I have, what do I not have, what's working, what's not working. Anyway, so I hope you're going to come along with me for this ride. It's going to be a fun day today. So let's get started in the WIPs. All right, so I'm just going to put these right off here to the side. So for this one, sorry, I think my cord keeps getting in the way. Hopefully that doesn't make any, oh, and my pen's in the way. So this is, okay, sorry about that. Small Victories, fun book. And yes, if any of you know, I say fun a lot. At any rate, I say fun a lot. So we're going to get going into this book. So for me, I've got the 3 W's. For me, they are WIPs, Wondering, and Wrecking Ball. And you'll be like, wait, what? Well, as we go through, hopefully it'll make more sense. This one, I kind of got started. I've got just a little bit of the pearlescent paint is kind of started. This one, I'm not so sure what happened there. And I think that's the reason why I kind of stopped on this page. So this one is definitely, is a work in progress. I like the direction that it's going. It just needs a little extra help in getting going. This one, oh, I struggled. I'm not digging the color of the snail so much. And I think that's what caused me to kind of stop on the rest of them. So I'm going to be working with those. It's a WIP, want to try to get this completed by the end of September. This one, I finished this one last night, so we're good to go. I could take this out. So I guess that's not even a WIP anymore. This one, I just have a couple of ones left. Food is, I don't mind coloring food, but I can't say that it's one of my favorites. And I just have a couple left. So I think that one's going to be pretty good, and I should be able to complete that one by the end of September. Cupcakes, I think, oh, okay. So I just have these over here that need to be completed. And then okay, I need to spiff that one up a little bit and then fix that one and finish that one. So that's going to be pretty okay. I should be able to complete that one. I started this one and I went, So this is called Wondering. It's not really a WIP because I'm really not working on it. I'm wondering, what was I thinking? What direction am I going? How do I want to complete this page out? So this one's a wondering, got to figure out how I'm going to proceed forward. Didn't really have a plan when I went in place. I had got some pencils, watercolor pencils, and was just excited to try them out. And this happened to be the page that was out, and I just went for it, not thinking, what am I going to do with that? This one, didn't really like the color. This yellowy green, I like it, but not with this so much. I need to find like a good Christmassy green or just a good, not so limey yellowy green. So I got to kind of get that page finished up and going. This one, I am definitely working on it. I just have a couple more little boats to go. This is kind of what I do. I've got my little boats, and then I kind of write this down now because I've been noticing I think I'm going to remember, oh yeah, I know what color I was using. And then I come back and I have no clue. That's why I have so many whips, wonderings. This one I kind of started, again, I'd got a pen. I was like, ooh, let's try this out. And of course it's food, so it's not top on my priority list to color. So I got to get that one going. And then this one, I finished this one last night. There was just a couple of things on the shell and the little butterfly, so I guess I should have pulled that out. So those are my whips and wonderings for small victories. And then Enchanted Faces. This was one of my first books. Well, not my total first book, but one of them. And I love this book, and I'm almost done on it. This one, I don't know. This was kind of my first book, first coloring page that I tried, and I did not like anything that I did on this page at all. It was my first time when I first colored it. It was just a hot mess. I mean, literally just a hot mess. And then through the time I've been trying to fix it, like when I learn something new, it's like, oh, let me try this, or oh, let me try that. And it just turns into, it's just a bigger hot mess. I think this one just needs to go to the wrecking ball. It's not a whip, no longer wondering too much about it. It just needs to go to the wrecking ball and just be done with it and move on. But tell me what you guys think. I mean, I still have a lot to do. Tried practicing on her nose. I mean, look at her poor little nose. Look what I did to her. That's terrible. But it's part of learning to color and just learning something new. I don't think I've really tried another nose since then because I've been a little bit afraid to do that. And then this one, started it through the process of this book. I found out that the markers just work better on this paper. I can get pencil to work sometimes, but marker just works better. So I just need to kind of finish her up a little bit. Shouldn't be too much longer. So that one should be a fairly easy one. Well, okay. So this is one of the things in this book. What I did is I went through as soon as I got my Copic marker, I just went through and did all their skin. I did all the girls' skin that was left. And so I don't really consider this a whip because I haven't really started working on her. So, but that's kind of what I do, or I did, because I was just trying to figure out how to do skin. And that's kind of on my plans. We'll go into that. This one, yeah, so sadly, I think this one might be going to the wrecking ball. So sad. It was going so good. Her glitter, hopefully you can see the glitter. She was looking good. And then I don't know if you can tell, but right like around here, I burnt the glitter. I was so sad. It was looking so good. So I was like, well, I don't know. It went from whip to wondering to wrecking ball Sorry about that. Let me try that again. It went from whip to wondering to wrecking ball really fast. I don't know if you can see where I burnt it, but I was so bummed. But at any rate, I might go ahead and finish that one just as, well, you finished it off. This one, this was the one where I did the face in Copic and then started doing the hair. I was trying to learn how to do hair. It's okay. It's not fantastic, but it's not horrible either. Then I kind of gave up because I was like, whew, that's a lot of skill set to have. So I think she's definitely a whip, and I just need to figure her out and get the last of her. Now, I at least was smart enough that I wrote down her colors here, so that's good. And then this was the best that I had for a swatch, and that is on my plans. So we'll go over that here in a little bit. So that's Enchanted Faces. Really excited to get that one completed. This one is so fun. I love this. And let me see if I can scoot you out just a little bit. This one was a gift from my daughter, and it has been so much fun to work on this. Hopefully you guys can see that better. And I have one, Ursula. So this one, I did this in Inktense, and I went through and just colored it all, and now starting to slowly activate them. And you can see where I kind of activated, I guess, the little tendrils or whatever those are, her hair, her lips. Might have gone a little bit intense on her lips. So this one is a whip. I just need to sit down one night when I really kind of don't want to, when I don't want to think too much. And really it's just go ahead and activate these and then I'm done. I really love the Inktense. It kind of reminds me of being a kid. My mom would buy us the coloring books that the paints were already on the book, and you would take your, like your really, really big paintbrush and you would just go through, and as kids, you just go like this and it just turned into a muddy mess. So I really love the Inktense. I think they're a lot of fun and looking forward to getting that one complete. Oh, and that one is Villains, and it is The Art of Coloring Disney. It's 100 images. It's a cute book. I'm really, really having a lot of fun in that book. Next book is The Jewelry Box. So I had so much fun with the fairy tale and folklore that this one, I guess, probably could have been a haul, but since I already started coloring in it, this is where I started to try to learn how to paint gems, or not paint, color. And again, that's going to be on my plans. You know, if you saw my first video, I have some deficiencies that I'm working on, and that's going to be one of them. And then I tried this one here. I tried a little tutorial on how to do a gem or jewel, gems, jewels. It's okay if you don't look close. So like if you're down here, it's probably not so bad. Up close, maybe not so great. So gonna go back in, learn how to kind of do the jewels a little better. And then, I finished that one up, so we're complete on that. And, completed on that. So I'm good on that one. So that was The Jewelry Box by Hannah Carlson. I know most of you probably have that book. So The Circle of Life. Love this book. It's a great one. Again, if you're new to coloring, want a fast color, I think it's great because you really do look great in your coloring skills. So this one, I think it's the color again. I'm not really sure I picked great colors, and yeah. So it went from Whip to Wondering. I don't think it's quite Wrecking Ball stage, but if I'm not careful, it could end up in the Wrecking Ball stage. So I just have to sit down and kind of look at the colors and go, okay, pink, probably not with fall colors, or at least tone it down a little bit. Again, not so sure on the limey green. Need a more foresty green or something like that. So at any rate, I think this one's still on there, but it's more of a Wondering, not so much a Whip yet. And then this one, I was having so much fun with this one. And then, I just stopped working it and made a mistake because I do not know the colors on this. And I'm like, uh-oh. Now, I did good because I have all of my little butterflies are kind of all done. Their cocoons are all done. The leaves, but I was like, well, maybe it won't be so bad. Like kind of transition the leaves down over here so it doesn't look too bad. So definitely, I think this one falls in the wondering how to finish this one, wondering, can I get it to a whip? Or I think it's too cute to be a wrecking ball, but I definitely don't want to turn it into a wrecking ball. So this one is definitely a wondering. I'm going to have to work it through, see if I can figure out what color of pencils I was using. This is, I'm pretty sure this was Inktense. I think. No, those are pencils. So at any rate, I just need to go through and see if I can figure out the colors again on that. This one, again, I think it's a color thing. That's a really bright butterfly. I don't know if you can see that. A little too bright kind of for the falls that I've got going. I colored a pumpkin first time, so I'm going to have to learn how to do that a little better. But I got stuck on their hair. Don't know exactly how to finish that off. So it's definitely still kind of in the whip category, though it's kind of going into wondering how to fix this so I can get it across the finish line. And then this one, oh, I think this one's making it straight to the wrecking ball. I was trying some different pens. Ooh, grande. That's bad. Like, I'm like, I don't even know how to fix that one. I'm just like, I think that one's going to the wrecking ball. But I thought, well, maybe I'll give it one last chance, see what I can do to kind of pull this one out and see how to fix this a little better. But anyway, tell me what you think. Is it a whip? I mean, it was definitely not a whip. I'm really not working on it. But is it a wondering or is it a wrecking ball? You're not going to hurt my feelings. So give me your honest opinion. And then over here, this one is definitely a whip. Every couple of days or so, I just go and pick a new little seashell for the day and just try to practice my coloring, practice shading. This was trying to practice kind of the going from shade to shade. Not so great, but that's okay because it's on this little page. So definitely going to be, this is a whip and like to get this one definitely completed by the end of September. And then this one. This is a wondering. I don't know what to do. Like, I don't know what to do with all, it's so tiny. And I'm like, well, do I use pen? Do I use glitter pen? Do I color it? Do I just outline it? Yeah, so I don't believe it's a wrecking ball because I think it's pretty cute. I just need to figure it out. So I believe this is still in the wondering phase, wondering what to do and how to fix all of this. I'd like to get that done so I could put my little embossing down to make the waves kind of stand out. So definitely this one's a wondering how to fix that and what to do. So if you have any suggestions, let me know. Like, what do I do to finish this thing off? And then this one, trying to learn how to do gems. It's kind of cute. The gems are kind of, I don't know if you can really see it so much, but there's a little bit of glitter on there. Then I think I just got lost and then trying to figure out, okay, they don't really totally look like gems, but it's not bad. And it's just now trying to figure this part out. Like, what should I color that? I guess cave color, got to go look up some caves. So this one I think is still a whip and excited to get this one. Definitely, I need to get this one completed by the end of September. So that one is the Circle of Life. Rooms of Wonder. Wonder. Yes. That's how I came up with whips, wondering, and wrecking ball one day. I was like, yep, I've got some wondering going on in this room, don't I? This one, I have been working on this page since I got the book. I love it. It's just, it's a lot going on. It's trying to pick the right colors, trying to do everything. I kind of miffed up some little spots here, so I got to kind of fix them up. Got to figure out what I'm going to do here for the color. What am I going to do? I don't know how to color wood, so I'm like, block coloring? Yes, I love block coloring. But I don't think I should take the easy way out. I really think I should stretch myself a little bit. Maybe learn how to do some wood. So that one is still in the wondering phase. And then this one over here, it's more wondering. What colors, how should I do it? There's a lot of little teeny, like a lot of teenies, like super teenies that I got to figure out. So this one I think I should be able to finish off. Just need to get down there and get that taken care of. This one, these are hard. There's a couple in here. Is this really even a WIP? It's more of like when I get something new, I want to try it out to see. And this is the Derwent Light Fast Derwent Red, I believe is what it is. And I really want to try to find like good solid colors, like a good solid red, a good solid green, and a good solid yellow. For Christmas, I really wanted good red. And even though Prisma has really good colors, I just haven't found a red that really vibes real well. So I found this one at Blick and it looked good. So that's why I tried it here. So I think this one, I don't know. It's not really a WIP. It's more of a wondering. Wonder what this looks like. Wonder what that would look like. Maybe a good one to, you know, when I learn how to color metal a little better. So not so sure. Tell me what you think on these pages. Are these real pages? Or are these just tester pages? This one, oh, I want to finish this one so bad. I was having so much fun doing this and then kind of got interrupted. I absolutely love the blues of the butterflies, the bees. They're so cute. I don't know if you can see their little glitter, but I got the highlighting on there. I was like, oh my gosh, I highlighted and it actually looks good. And then I started on that orangey, yellowy-ish. I did not write down the colors. So, whoops, there we go. I did not write down the colors. So unfortunately, this is a big wonder, like truly wonder. And this is ink. I'm pretty sure this is Inktense. Yeah, I think this one's Inktense. Yeah, it's Inktense. So I've got to try to recreate the colors on this one. So I don't know. This one may be a wondering forever. I don't know, but I'm going to do my best to try to get this one done by September, just because I was having so much fun and it was really going in a great direction. If I hadn't started there, I probably would have been okay. This one, so I did a color along. This was a long time ago. Karen with My Colorful Country Life. Everybody, if you, again, I always say, if I know about them, you definitely know about them. Her page is absolutely spectacular. If I could be 1/100th of what she is, it would be wonderful. It'd be great. And I found her because when I first started coloring, it was like, why is it that and I can show you something in here, but you know what it's like when you first color, you're like, I see more white than color. And then I realized I wasn't pushing hard enough. I wasn't blending colors. And I did her tutorial and again, stopped. I mean, there's just these little bits that just need to be completed. Oh, whoops, sorry. These little bits over here, they just need to be completed. So that is definitely on there. This one I should definitely be able to complete by September. And it's a WIP. It's not a wondering. It's just getting over to the channel and finishing this off. I love this channel. I love this channel. I love her channel and I love this page. This page really, her tutorial really helped me understand how to color and not to be afraid of pencils. I was just too timid. I was too afraid of the pencils. And when I realized, oh, you can push down on these, obviously I know Prismas, they are a little finicky, I get that. But I can show you, I think there's a page in here. I'll try to find one that I was just too timid. I think this one, well, I guess that one's okay. There was one page where when I started, it was just too timid. Maybe that'll be for another video. But at any rate, if you haven't been to her webpage or her YouTube channel, go there. Her tutorials are great and I really appreciate her because I was about ready to stop all of this because I was like, this just isn't looking good. So gonna finish that one up and get that one completed. This was another coloring tutorial. I didn't like the colors so much. So I don't know. This one's definitely a wondering. This one could be on my wondering for a long time, wondering what to do, how to do this. I mean, it'd be so fun. I really wanted to do like the little bees in their beehive, but I don't know. I got to figure that out. Again, this little page, do these count? So let me know. I was trying to practice on this because I really want to start this page, but I have made it a goal of mine not to start any more pages, do any more pages until I get my Step Up September done. Step up, finish what I've started, and then move on to new stuff. So tell me what you think about these pages. Do they count? Again, you won't hurt my feelings, but fingers crossed that they're just like a tester page, because that could take me till next year to finish this page. Whew. This, to me, in my eye, is a hot mess. I think this just goes straight to the wrecking ball. I'd got a couple of new pencil or new pens. They were, I'm trying to remember what, I think they were, oh, I don't want to say the name because it was not the pen at all. The pens were not the problem. User, I was the problem. And I was super excited and I thought, oh, let me try these out. Look how pretty this will look. No, nowhere close to being pretty. It's not sparkly. It's not pretty. It's not, I'm like, that was my first attempt at gems. Like, then I did a little class and I was like, oh, okay, well, hey, look, if I do a teensy weensy one, look how great I do. That was just a mess. So to be honest with you, this one I think is going to go straight to the wrecking ball. It'll be my page where when I get a new pencil or something, I just go in here and try it out and not even worry. But if you guys think it's something that's worth wondering about, let me know. This one, again, color choices. I thought I was doing good. I think it's okay. I think this is too dark. This is too light. I haven't finished it yet. Yeah. So this is definitely in the wondering moment. We're going to wonder about that a little bit, see how what I can do to get that one fixed. This one I just did on my, no, I did not do this one on my own. There is no way I did this one on my own. This one looks way too good for me to have done it on my own. This has to be off of Karen's My Country Life or My Country Life coloring. There's no way I did this one on my own. So I just need to go in and finish that off, and then that one's done. So I'm excited. That one definitely is a whip and can get that one done by September. This one, you know how when you get it in your brain and you're like, oh, I can see it in my brain. You're going to all be so gorgeous and you're going to be so pretty. Well, that was this book, or this page in this book. And not so much. Some of it is okay. Most of it's not. I think it's the little cabinet. I don't know. I will say I do like the sparkle on this one. Sadly, I don't think you're going to be able to see it. It's kind of weird. Sometimes you can see things on the sparkles and sometimes you can't. It's just kind of weird. But it does look better in person than it does on the camera. So this is definitely a whip. It's not going to be great, but I will get it completed. I just need to finish out some color choices and then just take it over the line and get that one completed out. And then this one, oh, it started off so good. And then it just kind of fell apart. And I like it. I just don't know how to finish out this. So it's a wondering what I should do. There's a part of me that says, get the glitter pens and match up the colors and then take the glitter pen and just go in there and finish it off. So I'm not entirely sure what I should do on that. It's definitely a wondering. I don't think it's a wrecking ball. I hope it's not a wrecking ball. I hope I don't turn it into a wrecking ball, but I would like to be able to get this from wondering into whip. So if you've done this page, or if you're watching in this and you're like, oh, you should do this. well, put it in the chat and let me know, because right now I am up for suggestions so that I can get this into the whipping section. And then again, this page, it's again, is this really a whip? To me, again, it's just like, So let me know if this is counted as a whip. I'm going to have to work really, really hard. So that is my Rooms of Wonder. And then, yay! This one, the only thing I have started is Little Red Riding Hood. I did her face, and I will say, oh, whoops, sorry, that's the sheet for not to color over. This is Copic, and Copic did not too bad. Like when I first colored in the page, so we'll go like this, and you can see like that's where her, this is where her face is, like right there. So right here, there's no ghosting. You really can't see it. Now, when it first went down, I was like, ooh, I'm like, okay, you went a little darker, because I did practice here at the front of the book. Sorry, hopefully that wasn't too loud in your ears. So I colored the little book page, and when I went over here, and I didn't care about this page so much, you can see it just ever so slight. I don't know if you can see it right. Oops, it's kind of blurry. Oh, I don't know why it's... Anyway, there's a little teensy weensy bit of ghosting. However, if you plan it out correctly, and let's say, okay, we want to do their face here. Okay, so we'll go like this, go there. Oh, it's on the leaf. Well, okay, you know what? The leaf is going to be dark, and then maybe I'll shade it to look like nighttime. So that darker color would hold that over, so not so bad. And I like that in that. So this is got started, and what I envision for this one is I want her to be a grown-up Red Riding Hood. I don't know if I necessarily want her cape to be fully red, where I was envisioning maybe a more darker, blacker red, and then pop these with red and then maybe gold, and really make it look like it's embroidered. The problem is what you have in your brain and what comes out may not be there. So even though I just did her face, I don't know if I'm going to be able to complete that by September, but it is one of my goals. The one thing I did also find out in this book, it's great, is that Inktense works, or the Inktense work great in here. So this one, I don't know if you can see it, this one I activated with water. This one I activated in alcohol. They both did great. And on the back of the page, you can I mean, the water is just slightly raised. You probably can't even see it. They both did great. It didn't bleed through, nothing. So I am happy that the Inktense are going to be on there. So this ends what I'm going to do for September, as far as stepping it up September, getting all of my whips, my wonders, and my wrecking balls taken care of. Please let me know, what are your whips? What are your wonderings? What are your wrecking balls? Hopefully you don't have very many wrecking balls. The goal is to be as successful as we possibly can. And if we can't be successful, then we just need to learn to laugh at ourselves and go, hey, you know what? It's just a coloring book. It's just paper. It's going to be okay. We have a good time with what we're doing. And then we just move on and learn from it. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys again soon. Have a great day, and thank you so much for stopping by my channel. If this is your first time, please make sure that you subscribe. If you're back, oh, thank you so much. I've had several of you sign up to be members of the channel. And I'm so glad that you guys are here, that that you've subscribed. Sorry, I need to make sure I say that right. Thank you for your subscribing. I really appreciate it. It's so fun to see people come in. I know that, brand new channel, but it's still fun. And I hope you guys have a great one, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.